this video, we're going to start by exploring what happens to you physically when you are in conflict. So this is called emotional flooding or survival mode, which basically means when I perceive that there's an attack on me, when I feel that I'm not safe, my body goes into survival mode, which basically means my sympathetic nervous system, which is my fight or flight reflex, kicks into action. Adrenaline gets pumped in my body, my limbs get ready for action, and I lose part of my prefrontal cortex. Blood stops rushing to my brain, and that is where I have logic, perspective, regulation abilities. There are 4 typical survival reactions. The first one is fight, where I either become verbally or physically aggressive. That's the easiest one to spot. Then we have freeze. Freeze is when I'm flooded and I just shut down. I don't know what to do, I don't know what to say, and I'm just like, ow. The third is flight, where I'll either physically get up and leave the room, or I'll just stonewall and not even be here. And the last one is fawn, where I immediately over-apologize, take all the blame, and then just want the conflict to end as fast as possible. The last thing about this flood state is that when you're emotionally flooded, you're highly contagious. There's emotional contagion between the partners. And within seconds, both partners will become flooded, each one with their own unique reactions. And then what we have 2 partners in conflict without a prefrontal cortex, fully activated, fully in survival mode, and the chances of resolving that conflict or moving through it smoothly are very, very low. Now that we know what emotional flooding is, let's learn how to minimize that flooding. So step 1 is prevention. Know your symptoms. For me personally, when I start to flood, my mouth becomes dry, I see shades of red, and my jaw and fists clench. For you, it might be different. Learn your symptoms so you can verbalize them to your partner as you become flooded. The second is remind yourself that you are safe. That's going to help your body slowly lower the survival responses. And the third, take care of your basic needs. Are you tired? Are you hungry? Are you thirsty? That's going to help you bring your body back into engagement, into full potential. So just by recognizing all of those, you'll be able to take better care of yourself. And this connects immediately to what do you do when you are flooded. So let's say you didn't prevent the flooding and you are flooded right now. What can you do? The first thing is take a time out. Whether it's 1 minute or 20 minutes, disengage from your partner, have a second to kind of collect yourself. Start by just breathing. Deep inhales activate the parasympathetic nervous system, which is the rest and digest. You're signaling to your body everything is okay. You drink some water, which helps you reactivate your prefrontal cortex. You eat something to kick in the digestive system. Once again, signaling to your body that you're okay. Moving. By moving your body, you're also releasing the tension. That's why it's called emotion. Releasing the energy through motion and the emotions. And the last thing is humor and playfulness. When you're playful and when you're using humor, you're actually being able to see yourself from the outside. You're accessing your frontal cortex. And that's enabling you to kind of step out and go back into an engaged mind state. Engaged mind state is when we're actually fully functioning, when my best self is present. And now we'd like to move forward and share with you a blueprint of the generative fight that was developed by Dan Weil. And it's composed of 3 phases. Phase 1 is attack, when both partners lash out. We're going to explain this in a second. The second phase is admit, where each partner confronts themselves and looks for that missing piece that triggered them in this conflict. And the third is collaborate, where both partners zoom out and learn together what this conflict was about and how can they move forward. Today we're going to zoom in and attack. So tips for this first phase called attack. Attack is basically when both partners are just expressing and releasing the pent-up anger, frustration, sadness, fear. It's usually less regulated, it's more volatile, it's the hardest phase out of the 3. And here are the tips for the attack phase. Realize that you are in this phase of the fight. You are fighting right now. Don't try to make solutions, don't go for behavioral requests, just allow yourself to be in that space. 2, let go of resolution. This is not the time to ask your partner for things or give tips on how to be a better person. This is just a time to fight. 3, don't take anything personally. Realize everything your partner is saying right now is a rough draft. It might have a kernel of truth, but right now they're just letting it all out. 4, remind yourself, this phase is temporary. So take a breath, hold on to yourself, try to minimize flooding as much as you can, and this storm will pass too. So, summarizing the video today, we started with talking about emotional flooding, what it is and how to minimize it. And then we spoke about the first phase out of 3 in the Dan Weil model of generative fight, the attack phase. So our two thoughts that we're leaving you with today is 1, can you recognize when you're flooded? And 2, can you recognize when you are entering the attack phase with your partner? Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.